Folks, check it out. Today we are looking at the bar crystal spinner from Mech Bro. This is their first in-house designed spinner that they made. Now one is machine finished and one is stone wash, I believe stainless steel, but it also has a little accent of copper and of brass. So let's pop these open. There's their website right there, edcmb.com. And let's open this up. We're going to go with the machine finished copper first. Alright, check that out. Comes with a little COA or certificate of authenticity. Oh, very cool. You can see right in the middle, in that copper piece, we've got the little Mech Bro logo. And look at that machine finishing. It almost reminds me of the pirate plates. Very nice. Flick it. I love that. Very comfortable to hold. Great weight. In fact, let's get a weight on it here. 105.9. I like that a lot. In fact, I think that would sound great to open up and put in one of the, like a dark matter bearing or something like that. So that is the copper. Now we have the stone washed with brass. Alright, so again you've got that very fine line pattern which just feels really good. Got that brass insert with the Mech Bro logo. It even has kind of a shine to it, like they might have used like a little epoxy over that middle part so that you know, when using it, you're also not getting the smelly metal. Look at that. That is the brass. Let's get them going at the same time. All right, so both of these are really incredibly beautiful spinners. The brass and the copper both just have a really nice look to them. The buttons are very gentle on the fingers, which is always can be kind of an issue if you've got something that's not going to sit well on your fingertips. But that kind of octagonal shape there feels really good. Incredible spin. They come pretty whisper quiet in terms of spin sound. I doubt you can even hear anything there. Let's open it up. There you go. 24mm buttons. When you open it up, you can see you've got a pressed in bearing. So you would need a bearing removal tool to get into this. And it's got one of those enclosed bearings too, where it's, you know, the balls have been encased in there. All right, no special markings or anything like that around the edge. And there's the internals of the buttons, very robust post for those to screw into. I've seen some button sets with some kind of questionable connection. Let's see what just the button set weighs. 30.9 right there. This one's 105.6, that's the brass. And 105.9 for the copper. So yeah, pretty negligible difference in terms of weight. Very just solid spinners all around though. These feel really good. Alright folks, so there you go. Those are the Mech Bro bar crystal spinners in copper and brass. Again, the brass with the stonewash finish, and you can see the shine a little more on this one. It's a little more polished, which is the machine finish. All right, so do yourself a favor, head over to edcmb.com and check those guys out. Thank you again to Mech Bros for sharing these with me. Folks, it's time for Unfocused. This is the segment where I rant, rave, recommend, or reflect is the new piece I want to add, because for the Unfocused segment today, I want to talk about the 90s. Was it the best decade? I can't decide if I'm just old now. Am I just the old guy saying that my decade was the best? And sure, maybe I'm a little biased, but I do believe that the 90s had the best movies. We had the best music. And it was just kind of this coalescing of different moments in culture that led to some really distinct voices. And I think just art and entertainment in general was the best it's ever been. Part of that, you had 9/11, and everything that's come after that has been so undefined. It doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't feel as marked and different when you enter different decades. We had the best toys. It was just before the different health crazes took off. Everyone wasn't so obsessed with hydration and protein. And I get it. It is good for us. Because yes, health should be advancing. And we couldn't have sustained the dietary style of the 90s with just drinking pop all the time and eating fast food all the time. You used to go to McDonald's as a family, like a Friday night meal. You'd sit down and eat McDonald's together. You'd have a sleepover and stay up late, drinking pop, playing video games, Nintendo 64, for God's sakes. And some of that stuff was still special. I just think overall that the 90s was our last great decade. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not even that the 90s was the best decade. Maybe it was just our last great decade. Being a kid was this freedom that just doesn't exist anymore. The 90s was our last great decade.